underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a play fake. Brady. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown in the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Ever see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. At that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On third down, Jackson steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And a catch right side by Evans. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping it for a loss.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. That one good for 24 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Rolling to his left. Downfield and caught by Thornton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And after that sack. It's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Now a 2nd down and 6. Brady now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. On the draw, here's White. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And remember, he put one on the ground last week, so the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble lost.
And 0 excuses, but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL, and it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them raking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college, and that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's got to figure it out.
From the 39, Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he will have a Ravens first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Room here to run. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after they lost of a yard. Plays like that, Charles. No doubt they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 41. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here in the opening drive in the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. To throw is Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's White. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. White is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On third down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Again, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. But no. Madden's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point put through by Sucker, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hightower not going to attempt to run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Jackson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Brady gives this to White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. This is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Running the jet sweep, Thornton. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Marcus Williams getting the sack from the secondary.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. He's got him in, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 19 yards away. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.